Come over here. Come in the shot. Cold opens coming at ya. This is Barb.
It's business time.
Hello? Hello? I would like to trade.
Who?
I'd just like to trade. I just want to be involved.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto in our downtown Queen Street studio because today is a very special day. Not just because we're wearing perfectly fitted suits. That's because it's trade deadline day and the deadline has officially passed. But heading into today, we were wondering how busy it would be, since we had so many moves happen over the last few days. But don't worry, we still had plenty of action today. Let's go Tarantino style here and go with a non-linear timeline with some of these trades. That's because one of the biggest moves came minutes before the 3 p.m. deadline, as the Sharks traded Thomas Hertl and 2/3 to Vegas in exchange for a 2025 first and David Edstrom, who was their first in 2023. The Sharks will retain 17% of Hertl's salary, and while he hasn't played since January 27th with a knee injury, he is expected back before the playoffs. Vegas once again with another splash on deadline day. How do they keep getting away with this? And just look at who they've added over the last few days. Hertl, Hanifin, and Mantha, those are some legit additions this late in the season. Now let's go to the morning and start with the first deal of the day, which kind of feels like a long time ago with all the action we just had. As Evgeny Kuznetsov is heading to the Hurricanes for a 3rd-round pick, with the Capitals retaining 50% of his salary. And it's a big salary. After this year, he's got 1 year left, with an AAV of $7.8 million. Shortly after that, we had the Jets making a pretty big splash, as they acquired Tyler Toffoli from the Devils in exchange for a 2nd and 3rd-round pick. Toffoli's been having a great year in terms of scoring goals, as he has 26 on the year, and is on pace for the 2nd best goal-scoring season of his career. And Jesse may be in Colombia, but that did not stop him from chiming in.
Breaking news from Colombia. Tyler Toffoli is a Winnipeg Jet. Let's go! Let's go! That's a heavy duty trade by the Jets. Let's go. I love it. We can keep up with Colorado. We can keep up with Dallas. We can keep up with Vegas. Let's go, baby!
What is happening? And from there, the trades just started flying in. We saw Patrick Maroon get dealt to the Bruins, which just adds to the anxiety that I have as a Leafs fan, thinking that we might be playing them in the first round. And Sabres captain Kyle Okposo got moved to the Panthers. Seems like a real arms race with a lot of these top teams. And yet the Leafs remain pretty quiet. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I expected a little bit more, thinking that Treliving might actually shake things up, get his hands dirty, get in there, make some moves. Sadly, the only thing big about today for Toronto is this suit. We also had the Habs move one of their goalies, as they sent Jake Allen to the Devils for a conditional 3rd-round pick that can become a 2nd. The Habs are also retaining 50% of his salary. And the trades kept coming as Matt Dumba and a 7th were sent to the Lightning, with a 5th heading back to Arizona. So after all that action, who are now the Cup favorites on FanDuel? It's actually 3 teams, as the Oilers, Panthers, and Golden Knights are all 7-1. But Vegas has really moved a lot, as they were 14-1 on Monday, went down to 10-1 after Noah Hanifin, and now 7-1 right now after adding Hertl. While that's all today's action, we actually had a couple of massive moves last night. Let's start with the name everyone knew was getting moved, and that's Jake Guentzel, as he's also going to Carolina, with the Pens retaining 25% of his salary. And a 1st and 5th-round pick are heading back to Pittsburgh, as well as Michael Bunting and a trio of young players. Now I say a first, but there is a caveat. The Canes need to make it to a Cup final to make it a first. If not, then the Pens only get a 2nd. So yeah, Carolina gets even more much-needed firepower. And Dubas and Bunting are reunited once again. Oh, isn't that nice? The boys are back together again. I don't know. I feel like Dubas is trolling us a little bit here in Toronto, but that's okay. Guentzel has 22 goals and 52 points in the season, and now we finally get to see what he looks like without Sidney Crosby. And speaking of Crosby, he was asked earlier today about the direction he thinks the season is going, given the recent sell-off from the Pens.
What are you thinking about the rest of this season? I mean, I know you're trying to get into the playoffs and win every game, but also management sends this message.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably a better question from them.
I don't think we want to see Sidney Crosby when he's angry. We'll get to see it, but this is a little taste. The other big move yesterday was Anthony Duclair in a 7th, heading to Tampa for Jack Thompson and a 3rd. Gotta say, that's not really a big price to pay for a guy that had 31 goals just a couple seasons ago. Tampa's currently holding on to the final wildcard spot in the East, with a 2-point lead over the Islanders. The Isles do have 2 games at hand, though.
Breaking news! Joey Votto has agreed to a non-roster invite to join the Jays. Votto, who is currently a free agent, spent his entire 17-year career with the Reds. Last season in Cincy, he hit .202 with 14 home runs and 38 RBIs. For more on this story, click the link below.
Nothing better than a dog on the pitch. Time now for my favorite segment and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
And this video deserves all our attention. Because if you didn't hear me, I said there was a dog on the pitch. Hello? He goes after the ball. Oh, he took it. It's just adding 3 minutes. It's fine. I love that the grounds crew thought that if the players just tossed the ball down, they would distract him for enough time to put a rope around him. No, the dog got that ball and he ran like he should. Today is International Women's Day, and guess what? My producer sent me flowers. Like, this is so nice. Okay, now he's saying it wasn't him, so it's fine. I still feel appreciated. I'm just kidding. You know what? He didn't send them to me because the boys forget about Women's Day. It was another woman who sent me these flowers, so thanks, Stace. Today's the day where we celebrate the achievements of all women. And for us, that means women dominating the sports world. I don't know if you remember, but last year we had a wonderful photo shoot with all of the incredible women that you see in front of the camera here. I cannot speak to the talent that you see behind the camera enough. Like, there are so many incredible women that work here at TSN that do so much good work for all of us, making us all look better. So today I want to shout out them. Now, you may not know the name Maya Turner, but after watching this feature on TSN's YouTube, it's a name you won't forget. Now joined by Dave Naylor, who just did this excellent feature on Maya. Great to see you, Dave.
Good to be here.
Whenever a story like this happens and we post about a woman achieving in sports, the comments unfortunately are often filled with negativity. Explain why this story in particular is not tokenism.
Maya Turner is legit. Her data from practice lines up with Division I kickers. We, for this piece, interviewed her kicking coach in Minneapolis, who has worked with 35 female kickers in his career. She's the best. You can see it on her video when she's a little kid playing soccer. The leg jumps out. She made the transition from soccer to football, I don't want to say effortlessly, because I think there was a lot of effort into it, but flawlessly. And she's still getting better. When you watch her boom the ball, 35, 40, 45, 50 plus yards, there is no doubt in your mind about why Maya Turner is suiting up for the Manitoba Bisons.
I love when people make these outlandish claims in the comments. Like, yeah, I'm sure they could even hit these field goals.
The sound when she kicks a ball. You can close your eyes and know that you can't kick it like her. Never mind watch her swing through that football and watch it sail off into the distance through the uprights.
Exactly. So was that something you took away from this? Like, just being astonished by how far she could kick a football. What did you learn from some of the data you were presented with about how good she really is?
I think that's the first question every time you see anybody achieve a first. It's like, how did they achieve the first? Is this an open competition? And that was just very quickly addressed when her coach sat down and started talking about the data and how where it would place her among kickers who go to college combines, among kickers that are kicking in Division I. And the other thing is the eye test. You know, like, you can look at all the data you want, but when you watch the way the ball comes off her foot and the way it sails, you have no doubt at all about what you're watching. And I say that the curious thing is she hasn't been doing this long. I mean, she was a Division I soccer player. She's only 21 years old. I mean, she's gone at it very hard this offseason. Again, we saw her when she was home at Christmas working at that. I think there's still, and she believes, and her coach believes, more importantly, there's still upside in what Maya Turner can do. She has not maxed out. Can't wait to see what she does this fall.
I love it. A leg that's dangerous. We love to see it. Dave Naylor, thanks for doing this.
My pleasure, Issa.
Again, this girl is legit. You must watch this feature. You will remember her name. The best thing about working from this location is that we're so close to Queen Street that we feel we should get out there and ask the people how they feel about Trade Deadline Day. Except today, we're doing some hockey fortunes.
It's a cootie catcher, is what we call it.
I don't know what that means. That sounds
maybe that's
inappropriate. Guys, wait, come help me out, please. Let's do a little hockey fortune. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna pick a color.
All right, red.
Green.
I'm gonna go green.
Blue? Blue for the Leafs.
Oh, nice. Okay, here we go. 7. Name a woman.
Name a woman? Caitlin.
Oh, who's Caitlin?
Caitlin is my friend over there.
Aw, Caitlin, you just got named. For what? For International Women's Day. Oh, slay. Thank you. He just called me Amanda. He said I love your stuff, Amanda. Who's Amanda? First round exit. Yes, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
You miss Kyle Dubas.
What?
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Absolutely not, but okay, whatever. Weird.
You will find happiness with a new love.
Don't say it to me today.
Name a woman.
Me.
Yes! Happy International Women's Day.
Hey, thanks. Same to you.
Here we go. You will find happiness with a new love. I'm sorry, it could be a team. It could be a team. It could be a team. Are you a Leafs fan by chance?
Am I a Leafs fan?
Yeah.
I'm becoming one.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
from Denver originally, so I'm a Colorado Avalanche guy. I'm here and I love Toronto. I think it's awesome. There's only one place that is where the Bare Naked Ladies came from, and that is Toronto, which is why I'm rocking my stunt, checking out Speaker's Corner.
Your team wins the cup. Wait, his team already did win the cup. So,
Well, my team might be the Leafs now.
wow. Okay,
I'll-
he's a
I'll
Leafs
make-
fan. We're winning the cup right here. The
It's
fortune
right
set.
here.
Your team wins the cup.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
I should have prefaced this with, there are no prizes. Just gonna walk away with nothing. That's all for today. We'll see you right back here Monday. And again, happy International Women's Day to all my ladies out there. Doing the most, eh? We're always doing the most.